Oh, gosh. Excuse me. Hello, hello. I'm out of breath today. I hope you're doing well. It's good to see you. Happy Tuesday. Let's go ahead and get our music back on. And I gotta remember what the hell we were doing last time. Train parts, car automation, right? Because I don't want to run around on foot. Oil research and production, blue science. Right. Because if we can hold the pollution cloud back just a smidge longer, I can get to working on oil stuff. I'll probably end up claiming this really tiny patch off to the west, and probably this larger patch to the south. With a train, I could run this up along the same area and bring it over to here or so. Make a station or 2 stations and do our processing somewhere out here. I think I may actually just turn all of this stone here into landfill. Because it's not a lot of space, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to need plenty of it in the near future. If anything, just for making land bridges as we expand. I'm not even going to bother with anything fancy or to move it around anywhere. We are just going to do it here and now. Actually, I'm going to scoot this up a smidge, because I'd like to merge these belts and then split them. Because there's not going to be nearly enough to actually make use of an entire assembler. So yes, I hope you're having a very nice day. Me, I'm having a day. Pretty good.
Oh, hi!
I must be crazy, because I swear I heard something in those fucking trees.
Suck.
Okay, hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Get this wired up real quick. Ooh. Nice. Go ahead and throw a radar in here too. And then once this is connected, excuse me, we'll get on the rest of the train parts, because I know I was messing with that before. I didn't get the engines done, if I remember right. There we go. That should not be any significant sort of pollution. Got a bunch of turrets and no ammo. That's right, because we were having iron problems before. I doubled up on the iron. Now we don't have enough coal. Ah! I said I was going to do the train parts, but I want to fix this so we can get our research finished. Okay, not enough circuits. I'm assuming that's because we don't have enough copper. Oh, you know what? There is a blueprint I would like to throw in here. This is a single lane belt balancer. Or, sorry, single belt lane balancer. There we go. Man, building those by hand sucks. But as we require more copper for stuff in the future, this will ensure that we pull from both lanes, so production is not building up on one side like this. Could also be one-sided because we only have half a belt of copper ore being processed. Oh, I didn't get any extra belts on my way up. Looks like we're pretty satisfied for iron right now, though, which is good. And I will go ahead and fill this out a little bit better here soon, but it's not my main priority at the moment. Man, we're gonna need more coal soon. We just do not have the throughput we need. Alright. So as we get more coal coming down the belt, our military science will pick up. Other than defenders, I don't think we really need much, and I'm probably not going to make much use of those right now anyway. Let's see. I want to scoot this stuff to the side. I need to make some engines. Locomotive takes 20 engines over 4 seconds. It's 5 engines per second. Engines craft really slowly, 1 every 10. I don't think we need full productivity for locomotives. Do we have grenades stockpiled? Of course we don't. That would be silly. So let me just make a crate of grenades. Since I just added more coal and was planning to get the military science running again. And in the meantime, we'll make engines. That's steel, gears, and pipes. Let's see, probably 4 should suffice. I want to say it's a 2-to-1 ratio for gears and pipes. No, other way around. 2 pipes of 1 gear per engine per second. Yeah. It's 14. Okay, yeah, so 2 of those making pipes, and then we can feed 14 engine producers. I'm gonna keep this here. Alright, there are my pipes. What else do we need for this? Steel, circuits, engines. Steel, pipes. I need the steel down here. How are we gonna do this? Gosh, I really wish... I hadn't put gears on that circuit belt now. So this should suffice for 14 engine units. We just need to bring another line of steel around. Alright, how do we want to do this? Got the signals already. I just need sticks for signals. Or not signals, sorry, stops. Plate, steel, stick, circuit. Wait, which plate? Steel plate, iron plate, both plates. Okay. And I think we'll just do this. We'll grab our belts, put assemblers on each side. And then output on both sides, heading back.
Oh, hi!
Hello, who's that? Hiya, bidding. I hope you're staying cool. We have finally had the humidity strike here, and it sucks. It got up to, like, 90 degrees today, and we have, like, 75% humidity. Like, I went to bed last night, and it was just gross. Okay, cool. This should give us our engines that we can bring up here and around. And we just need to copy this a few times. This is 14, so that. It's so fucking hot. Yeah, I'll bet. VGen missions I want to get done. VGen. That's not the VTuber modeling site. What is that? It sounds familiar. Oh, that's no, it's a software. It is the software for making the models, or at least that's one I've used. I swear. Oh, it's gonna bug the hell out of me until I look. Yeah, that's right. I'm thinking there's a software on Steam. I cannot remember the name of it. It's not VGen, obviously, but it is VTuber software. But I have heard of that. That's right. That's the commission service. Honestly, a lot of these services sound like they have the same names. V Studio? Maybe. That would lend credence to my complaint about them all having the same names. V Shoujo, I'm familiar with that. It's not that. Um, it's not V-Roid. It's gonna drive me nuts. I don't know. Anyway, I've got sticks, I've got plates, I've got circuits, gears, plates. I should have everything I need to make a car, locomotives, cargo wagons, fluid wagons. VTube Studio. Ah, yeah, that's the one that Ook uses. What is what's the one I've got installed? I've got a Moat Lab installed. That's where this goober comes from. I want to use it more, but truth be told, I might just say fuck it and do something that's my own design and just like pick up spine. Okay, so I want locomotives, which are going to be steel plate, circuits, engine units. Circuits, engine units. This is not how I would normally make something like this, but I'm doing it now, I guess. Also, I'm out of inserters again. Still having circuit problems, but I will fix that. Oh, you know what? If I've got the other science in blue, let's do this one in blue as well. The big issue right now appears to be copper and, again, more coal. Also taking some grenades. I think we have enough upgrades to one-shot trees? We do. Perfect. When I'm not busy destroying my belts. I see. Hi, Elias. I hope you're doing well. It's good to hear from you. I am busy making my regular blood tribute to the factory gods. Alright, so this is iron plate, steel plate, gears. So, one of you. Actually, I need to scoot this over like a smidge. Blood tribute. What the hell am I doing? Okay, so there's our iron. No, really, what am I doing here? Ah, are you kidding me? Oh, come on. Okay. Let's see. Bring that down. Take that down. I don't know why I didn't just copy what we already had. Because the thing is, I can just do this. Or I would, but I gotta finagle it a little bit. Don't do oh, fuck. Wait, no, I didn't separate the right things. Oh, man, I'm dying. Wait, I did, because we need the gears. Didn't split the gears. More bonds next month ago. Gosh, I read that in my head way better than what came out of my mouth. I'm familiar with C#, but I've not done any RimWorld modding before. I remember Ook had me look at what was it? He wanted me to revive some mod that had gone disused. It was it the Zombieland one, I think? Something like that. There was some zombie mod that had just gone into disrepair, like it just wasn't being maintained. I went to the mod developers Discord, and they have like 3 different projects, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we're not doing this one. Don't ask about it. Just don't bother. No, we're not doing anything with it. If you want to pick it up, do it, but you're not going to get help here." And I'm like, "Okay, that's great. Appreciate that." That was the thing, is I just there was structure there, but because I wasn't really familiar with anything in RimWorld, I didn't really know what I was looking at. If I'm being completely honest. Oh, why did I not cap that? Okay, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll do cargo wagon, or not cargo wagons, but fluid wagons, which means we have to make the tanks over here. We might do that here, actually. So this will be pipes, steel, gears, tanks. So we'll do pipes here. Storage tanks there. So we need to get iron in here and also in here. Probably do something like so. Now we need to get steel in here. So getting a steel belt along the side here would be ideal. Don't ask me why I'm carrying these engine units all the way over here just because I haven't automated a car yet. Your guess is as good as mine. What else goes in here? Pipes, steel, gears. We need gears in here. Probably something like that. We need to get iron in there. Tying a RimWorld around into the material. Some of the learning. Yeah. By thief, and it says 13 round time materials on hand. I mean, yeah, if you process it right, like it wouldn't be. It doesn't sound like something that would be super complicated. I just think you have to know what data format you're working with, getting the stuff out. Also, I'm going to scoot this over a smidge. Okay, I just gotta get the iron connected now. And then I have to find a spot for the output. Just put that there. Not enough gears. There we go. And the thing is, I picked this game up before I was really any good at programming. I got it just as I was going into college. I got it my first year of college. So I'd only been programming for like 2 years at that point, and I was so ass at it. Like, I was so bad at programming back then. It's not even funny. Okay, it's a little funny, but it's not that funny. I also have Satisfactory, but I've had that since day one. I literally bought it on Epic when it went exclusive for a year, and then I bought it again on Steam because I love all of Coffee Stain's games, the well-known ones anyway. And it was literally just Factorio, but 3D, and it was made by Coffee Stain. God, I wish I knew Unreal and was actually a decent programmer. I would love to work for them so fucking bad. Oh, that would be so cool. Okay, we're going to queue up that research because we're going to want that in a bit. I still need to make train stops and a car. I may want to bring these engine units around for the next section of mall too, because I'll need to make pumps. Let's see. Plate, steel, stick, circuits. So, carry this out. Iron plate. Circuits. This feels like a monumental waste of space. Oh well. Let's get some more undergrounds. Careful to prop time not to be units in the real. Aha. I am doing some preparation for my upcoming game jam on the 19th. I've been learning Unity 6 stuff, and it's all right. Some of this stuff is kind of neat. Some of it is not. Truth be told, it's probably not going to get used in my regular toolkit very often, but it's cool. Alright, and rail stops.
And now, Secret Horse.
Hi, Squid. I thought that might be you. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're staying cool. Summer's coming early for some folks, and it is hot. Current concept is essentially multiplayer session-based individual pods with player control or Huh. Interesting. I'm immediately reminded of when I did Twitch integration trying to get people to control units in Lobotomy Corporation. That was a real headache. But it didn't take any network programming. Network programming is honestly so damn confusing. I'm having a more than okay day. That's good. Those can be hard to come by sometimes. Yeah, I heard there was a new Nintendo Direct. My friend Corey is doing a stream and he's probably gushing over... Is my game louder than normal? No, I think it's just my volume. He's probably gushing over Kingdom Hearts 4. What do I queue anything at level 100? Yeah. Honestly, just doing something like RimWorld as a single player experience is complicated just because of some of the actual like computer science problems you have to solve with things like job management and prioritization. Which, honestly, if you've ever taken an operating systems class, probably helps. Is there a new Splatoon? That's what I want to know. Although I don't know how 3 ended, so I don't know if there's actually room for a 4th. Far be it from Nintendo to keep going on a well-established IP, but Splatoon Raiders. Okay. I hear Raiders and immediately I think of like an extraction shooter or some shit. And I know 3 was set in like a wasteland or something. It's like, oh no. It's Ark Raiders, but Splatoon. They turned Salmon Run into a side adventure. Ah. Okay. What the hell was I doing? A car. I need a car. Iron plate, steel plate, engine units. And yes, I'm automating cars because chances are good I will die. And when I have bots, I would rather just have the bots bring me a new car. Splatoon 3 idols want to go treasure hunting. And the helicopter ends up crashing on an archipelago. Okay. All right. So we've got car, train stops, fluid wagons, regular cargo wagons, and a bunch of locomotives. Oh. Let's just go ahead and take some of those. Well, I need all these? Probably not. And actually online co-op it. Now that would be cool. It's probably not going to get me to get a Switch, but it's cool. Successfully had AI running too. Not everyone can get 15 friends playing together. Yeah, being able to program an AI to play things like that with you would be nice. Drop in and drop out assistance. I don't really know anything about State of Decay, sadly. Sounds familiar, but doesn't sound like something I have paid a lot of attention to. Doesn't ring a bell. Well, the name rings a bell. I know nothing about it. How about cloud versions of Kingdom Hearts on the Switch? Yeah. Wait. It happened. What happened? Oh, it came out on the next console. I see. Me and my reading comprehension. I swear. Okay, I'm actually gonna cut this whole line. So I have some space. There we go. We'll cut that. We're gonna clear some more trees. Okay. Call it management zombie game 3x. Mm. Pay $70, you can get all three. Wasn't Kingdom Hearts 3 like $60 or $70 on launch? It's a hell of a deal. No, I do need bricks. For the chemical plants. Right now, I need to automate pump jacks, which are going to be steel gears, circuits, and pipes. So bring those out. And then we need gears. Why am I bringing this copper all that? We'll probably make solars at the end, even though I do not have nearly enough production to support solars. Okay, so we're gonna bring this over. Also, I have got to say, there are some really nice summer releases coming as far as games are concerned. And the problem is I've been trying to save money for a while because there's a bunch of like really useful stuff I need to get that I've been putting off for ages because every time I want to get something nice for myself, I get some kind of financial emergency. Oh, that's right. I have to make plates. And now that things have settled down and I'm not sick as a dog and having to worry about whether I'm about to be hospitalized or not, it's like, I'd really like to... I'd really like to get these nice things. It'd be a shame if something happened. Alright, so once we have the oil, we'll also need steel gear, circuit, pipe, stone brick. Steel gear, circuit, pipe. Okay, so it's basically the same setup. Not super concerned about that, but we'll want to bring the bricks in. So, pipe here. 1, 2, 3, and then another set for pipes. Bring the steel in. Let's also get that stone brick belt while we're at it. So this will be the plants, or sorry, the refineries, and this will be chemical plants. And let's get the steel. And the circuits and gears. Very nice. Down the Star Fox and Kingdom Hearts 3 demo. Past the strange phrase of Star Fox. I've never heard it phrased that way. You're not wrong, but I've not heard it phrased that way before. Oh, I have a car. What am I doing? I'm walking around like a peasant. Like, seriously, I imagine if you were talking to like a hardcore classic Nintendo fan and they brought up Star Fox and you said, "Oh, is that the game with the space furries?" You'd make their head explode. Like a fucking watermelon. Like just all over the place. Genuinely infuriating behavior. Ah, I didn't automate pipes because I'm a fool. But I'm a fool with a car. Doesn't mean I could drive the car, but I have the car. Oh, we just do that here. Do 3, 2 pipe, and then 2, 3. Oh wait, no. There we go. And we'll just bring that iron over. This is gonna basically eat all of my iron, but whatever. Not enough pipes? Really? How many pipes do you need? Oh, 20 per second. Okay. Yeah. How about no? It's one of those recipes that is bizarrely really, really hungry for materials. Like landfill. I think landfill is supposed to be something like 100 stone per second, which is really hard to get actually put together at once. Like, you can use fast inserters, but you basically have to surround the damn thing. Alright, there's oil processing. And now this is going to put up a bunch of pollution. So I think it's probably a good idea. We'll throw a radar out here. I'm going to go back home and grab some ammo. Did I... I did finish researching. Research speed. Okay. We'll do sulfur and plastic. Everything that'll get me up to blue science. And I can set up the chemical plant and refineries. Ah, I forgot an inserter. I'm a fool. Okay, so chemical plant or oil refinery goes there. Chemical plant goes there. Are these stack to 10? We'll do 30. Are these stack to? Also 10. We'll do 30. But I have to go and put an inserter in on the stone brick input. Oops. Okay. So there's the stone brick for the refineries. I gotta remember, in Space Age 2.0, they added the pipeline extents, meaning you can't just make big pipeline sections across the map. There's a certain limit to how much you can do. And I think that was implemented to compensate for them changing the pipe flow. Because originally they made it so if you have like long distance pipes, the flow would be really slow, but you'd still eventually get flow across the entire thing. Now it's like basically near instant, but there's a limit to how far you can actually transfer the stuff. Nice. Alright, so that's sulfur done. Plastic should be ready shortly. We still have copper problems though, so we're probably not even using half of the labs. Yeah. Still plenty of copper problems. No, not copper problems. Is it iron again? Yeah. How much do we have left? We have about half that patch left. Fortunately, we have multiple coal patches nearby, so not a huge deal. How's our evolution? 2.78, or 0.278. That's tolerable. Okay. So now we can get these radars connected. I'm just going to tie these to the oil patch to the south. Okay, cool. A little bit more vision. I don't want to bring this radar over so I don't have this sliver of vision. It's like I'm missing space here and I'm missing space here. How to go to strategy for no longer works. You know, set it, forget it. Yeah. If you're referring to the pipe extent stuff. Because it used to be you could just bring all your stuff in and then you do like a pipe bus. You can't do that anymore because it only goes 320 tiles in each direction. Oh, what did I hit? I hit Alt. Okay. Let's... I kind of want to clear some of these other nests on the edges here. I'm thinking we've got a few minutes before I want to take a quick break. We'll clear out some nests. Put up radars. How is our current power consumption? That's acceptable. Coal is fine, but it does need a lane balancer. There we go. So you can see there, part of the belt has more input than the other, and instead of letting everything sit, it balances it out here. And that's mainly because we're taking from the close side of the belt on this end. So that'll back up our coal production on one half of the belt up here. Theoretically speaking. It's not, because we don't have a lot of coal. But that should help. I've got a friend who's a little bit smarter about these things than I am. That showed me how about that. It showed me how to do the lane balancer. He also has lane balancers for particularly large belt balancers as well. And I won't lie, it's one of those things where I'm just like, I'll just take it as a given that you know what you're doing. It's not like, oh, I'm not smart, I'll never understand this. It's just I'm lazy and I have no interest in learning. If it works, I'll use it. If it doesn't, I will either figure it out or I go without. I am not ashamed to admit it. Oh, let's stock up on radars too before we head back out. What is the problem here? Not enough inserters. We don't have enough inserters because there's not enough circuits. Not enough circuits because we're not producing enough? We have no iron. We don't have any iron because our throughput's... Yeah, that's right. I could probably try to make blue science with all this mess, but chances are good it's gonna starve and we're only gonna get a few researches in. I'm sorry, is this a stone patch? There's a stone patch that's 3,000 stone right here. That's... You know what? You know what? When I go to Control F and search for stone, I don't want this thing popping up. Oh, I did not... Well, the good news is I have plenty of miners. The bad news is I have too many miners. I thought I had capped that, and apparently I didn't. Okay, where is it? When I go to Control F to look for new stone patches, because we're going to need them, I want this thing to not show up in that list. It will die. It's going to be dead. How do we want to do this? I want to get as many of these in here as I can, more or less. I don't care where it goes, it just needs to not be here. Why? Out of belts. Why am I out of belts? Ah, fuck it. You know what? We're rich. Yeah, a whole 3,000 stone. Why did I do this out of medium poles and not big poles? Okay. I want to kill these nests. Kill these nests. Get radars out to them. We do have a stone patch out here. 3.7 million. Little concerned about that there. Especially given that we're going to be setting up oil production down here in a bit. So I will probably clear these out to the north. We'll take a break. And I will clear a couple of the ones to the south. So they're not an issue. I should have brought more grenades too. I don't need to bother with those. Mostly just concerned about these. I can probably just kill this with my car. It's pretty small. It's a bunch of worms though. I'm surprised those didn't aggro. Alright. Now we head east. Try not to hit every single rock along the way. Pro tip, by the way, if you did not already know it, if you're going to approach a base on foot that has a bunch of worms in it, zigzag. Because they aggressively lead their target, if you keep zigzagging, they will just completely overshoot you every time they try to shoot. The second you stop is... oh, wrong button. I don't know why they were attacking the car and not me, but sure. But the second you stop, they'll start targeting you properly again. Part of me really wants to just go out and kill more bases and put turrets down. But I know better. I will go overboard if I do that, so I'm not going to. I know my tendencies. In my friend groups, I tend to be the person that does a lot of the base clearing while everyone's having fun fucking around with spaghetti. And I'm content to take that role. As much as I don't particularly care for combat in Factorio, once I've got supplies and a tank especially, I do like taking up that job. Okay, where's the closest pole? Okay, that will be chemical science. If I decide to do a long stream tonight, I could probably get that done. Even though our production is going to be really crap because of the issues we have with iron. Then again, I could also just say, fuck it. This is the end of the road for all of this production. And we take over this iron patch. And we make iron here and we integrate it into the bus there. Probably could have stopped short of military science and then wire it in here. It's just right across from it. Is there anything I want to research in the meantime? Let's do bulk inserters so we can get our inserter capacity bonuses. We can do those now. Mining productivity would also be nice. Is there anything else in green we want? No. No, I don't think so. I think once we get to blue science, I want to do advanced oil advanced oil processing immediately so we can get cracking. Gosh, I garbled that sentence. And then we'll do the lab research upgrades 3 and 4. Kind of want to throw radar like over here. before we head back. Fluid sludge, you could do priority, plug the output early, cracking at the end of the pipe, another equal priority. So, yeah, you gotta. The way to do it now, if I remember right, is you want to use circuits to control your outputs. I don't have it off the top of my head, but there's actually a way. I've seen some YouTubers do it where you literally just put all of your fluid outputs into one pipe, and you use a circuit setup that prioritizes what fluid is in the pipe at that time that's needed. Um, it is beyond me as far as coming up with it by myself goes. It's cool. I just don't know how it works. Yeah, we're having some really rough iron issues as far as throughput goes. The patch has plenty of stuff, but it's just so slow. I may forego doing chemical science until I get this in, bringing iron in, and I guess I could use a train. I could do a back and forth train. Either do loops or do a double-headed train. So that we can up the throughput here. I can do an 8 to 8 balancer for this, I suppose. Or we merge, we have 4 lanes of iron from the new spot, and we just use input priority on 3 of these. I'm sure this book's got 7 of 4, right? Yeah, and that should work for yellow. Some of these you can't convert to yellows because they require the blue belt throughput. Or not throughput, but underground length. But this one, I think we should be able to manage. Yeah, that looks good because it's the distance of 4. Okay, so we have the oil research done. We just don't have the production for it. I'm going to add new iron from north. And new science plus iron east. Okay. I think that will do it for the moment. I'm going to take a quick break, as we always do, to deal with pre-roll ads. So please feel free to change tabs, mix your tab, whatever you gotta do. Get up, stretch, get a drink, pet your cats, pet your partner. I don't know. It's what you do. I will be back in just a few minutes. Thank you for sticking around. See you in a bit. All right, hello, we are back. And I just realized I have not lit this part of the factory. I hate lighting all of this stuff by hand, even though it's really easy. I don't know why, but I'm trying to make a better habit of doing it, because I've got a friend I play with that really likes having his factories lit. It's also just not a bad habit to have. It's just I don't think about it. And coincidentally, a lot of my building happens during the day, I guess. Not going to worry about the buses, though. Well, now, hang on a second. We've had research running this entire time, and we were having issues with gears and iron. Why did our iron consumption drop? What were we making a bunch of before at this time that we suddenly didn't need it anymore? Yeah, we don't need to produce as many, so the line's backed up. No, it wasn't circuits. Huh. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Also, I need to make steel chests now. I'm going to be lazy and just do it here. 2, 3. What was that? Ah, bulk inserter, right. Okay. I'm going to grab some rails. And we'll get started on making the first iron pitches. 600 rails? 1200 rails. Let's see. Rails. Stops. Both of those. We'll put steel chests there because that's where these are primarily going to go. I guess we'll take rails there. We need to put on chemical plants and refineries. Let's also grab storage tanks while we're at it. Where am I making those? Let's bring this down here. And we'll just save a stack of those. Now, oh, you know what? No, I need to make pumps now because I'm going to need them if I want to make my fluid stops down the line. And I need more belts. Oh, my inventory is full. Let's go ahead and get rid of some of this stuff I really don't need. Yeah, until I get better armor. Let's go ahead and pick up modular armor while we're at it. Until I've got better armor, my inventory space is gonna suck. Alright, do I have everything I need? I'm gonna want more fast inserters for this. More fast inserters, and I should probably go ahead and bring more bolts. Alright, we'll go ahead and make the stop for that northern iron train. We'll do that. Let's see. Really could just do a 7 to 2. If we put it here, and then bring 4 belts there. And then we can bring this down and this over. And since this lane isn't used, just salvage this. And of course, when I have bots, I will just clean this up proper. Okay. So I'm thinking I should be able to get... Rack number space for it. I forgot the turning radius for these is really big. In that case, we'll just do it on the other side of the belt here. Clear these out. Okay, yeah, that's not quite what I have in mind. How about we just do this? Call it good there. And make a straight line of it. Now, if I were smart, I could do 2 trains and make a stacker. But I don't think I've ever done stackers before. Not by hand. I usually just do 1 train and I'm done with it. And I just say, screw the throughput. But you know what? Today I will do something different. I also need to get rid of that iron in my pocket. Can't forget, I was gonna make pumps down there. What? Oh, these are already out. There's 753 stone in there. It's almost dead. So I think the trick is gonna be figure out what our ideal train length is. Just stop there. Or we'll break up the track there. And I can conveniently take our existing coal line, and we can feed the train there. We want to do 2 or 4 cars. Given that we're gonna be using something different than this in the future, right? I think 2 is probably fine. Let's see. Now I am gonna want to split this. You know what? We'll just bring it across the track. How's that sound? That way we're not struggling with it. What? I don't know what that was about. Let's go ahead and get these poles down. Now remind me. Okay, so we have to merge these down. So we got 3. I would really rather that be 4. How about we do... No, we could do 3 and then we do a 6 to 4. Is that gonna be... Yeah, that'll work for y'all. No, not that. Oh, wait, no. I have 2 cars here. What am I doing? Oh, it's saying the slots for this are full of firearm magazines. And then we'll bring this up. It's all nice and merged. Oh, I cannot wait to have bots to do this crap for me. I'm too spoiled by doing modded runs where I just have bots from the start. Ugh. I like building by hand, don't get me wrong. But I also really like bots. There we go. And then we'll bring these 4 down. And there we go, 7 to 2. And now we have to get the train up to the iron. I'm gonna call this starter, base, iron, drop off, north. Now with that in mind, actually, yeah, I'm not driving off yet. With that in mind, let's Surely there's a way I can stack this a little closer, right? No, is that really as close as it gets? Huh. Oh, wait, there we go. Right there. Let's do there, actually. And then we do chain signals going out. Rail in. No, wait. We want rail signals up to the branch. We want chains going into the branch and chains going out? No, 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 no. We want chain in, rail out. That I had it backwards. And then I need to measure this out. There we go. And then we can just bring this up. So chain in, rail into the chain block. Chain in, rail out. Yeah, there we go. So this train will be able to go into this block unless I break that. There we go. So this will stay in the stacker. If we had a third train... no, because now this one's blocked. I do need that separated block there. Because then I would want there to be another third train that could go in here. Because it'll hit this rail signal and say, all right, we can go into the split. And in the split... No, wait, do we do chain in? Yes. Because we need the chain in to redirect it. Otherwise, if we had a bunch of trains in here, it would set its destination and it would stop at the rail block. So here, the train comes in and it sees, oh, this lane's blocked, but this one is not. This, I can take another path and it'll stop there. Ah, but that doesn't... Do I rail in for this? Because I want to be able to get in here, but I want to stop when this block is full. I want them to stay in here. I don't want them in this intersection. Yeah, I think that'll do it. Because then if I put something here that blocks that, that turns red. I unblock this. Both turn green. Stays blue. Okay. Yeah, I think we're good. Alright. So now I've got... I need to grab some more grenades and we'll clear this path out. How's our cloud? Our research stopped, so it should be receding a little bit. Actually, if our research stopped, we could probably do more. Do batteries. That'll let us get accumulators. Probably want to get onto flamethrower turrets, too. Not that I need them anytime soon. It's not like I'm playing on Death World. But they will be handy down the line. Okay, now we're going to want to turn. Alright. Got the turn. I really do need to blueprint. Miners. But that's okay. Hi, Akumi. I hope you are holding up as well as you can. Me, I'm doing alright. I'm feeling pretty okay. I am still, unfortunately, a bit short of breath. And I can feel myself, I can feel that lump in my throat again that I get from yapping too damn much. But hopefully that will be rectified in due time. I'm not too concerned about it. Not yet. Or rather, I was concerned about it for a time. I am less concerned about it now, is a better way of putting it. Funny robot game. I saw that. I don't know if you got my message or not. Thank you for that gift. I appreciate it. I tried to accept it, but that was right when Steam servers went down for maintenance. Because I always forget that they go down for maintenance on Tuesdays. About 5 o'clock. Also, I watched their video on... what was it? The different voices you get for having different hats. And if that's not like the most modern TF2 pilled mechanic I've ever heard of. Like, seriously, Valve should be paying attention. Hats that let you change voices? Can you imagine if Valve was actually, like, still regularly developing stuff for Team Fortress 2 and had, like, voice actors? Well, also, if the original voice actors for Team Fortress 2 weren't in their, like, 80s, let's say for Scout. Like, I'm not gonna fault them for that. It's like they're retired. And genuinely, I don't think you could find any new voices for TF2 that would be anywhere near the same. Not even close. Should I set this? Should I just do 4 lanes? It's such a small patch. I feel like just 4 is fine. Because we're going to have to split it into 8 as well. But anyway, speaking of the game at hand, it looks really cool. I don't know jack about the mechanics yet, but I will soon enough. Okay, let's copy the stacker here. That way I can have 2 trains running on this at once. Oh, actually, you know what? I should probably do that, like, here. Instead. Yeah, something like that. Okay. Okay, do I have to 12 or just to 6 in these? 4, yep, 4 to 12, but I don't think I can do that with yellows. So we'll do 4 to 6 and we'll just split it. It's gonna be super low throughput anyway. Yeah, this should do. Okay, that's the flammables research. Oh, damn it. You know what? Yeah, you know what? Let's just do this. It's not going to load evenly. Whatever. Unless I move this over or rebuild this. It's not going to load evenly, though, which means it's going to take longer. Okay, hang on. I can probably recover this. Maybe. Because I can just do this. But the trouble is... it's going to be awkward getting the outputs. Yeah, I'm going to have to rebuild it. What do you do, Seb? Oh, I play video games for a living. Really? What do you play? I play Factorio. What makes your Factorio stream better than other people's? Well, it's like Factorio, but I bitch the entire time.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. It bothers me. It bothers me a lot. And that one's still green!
Like, for someone who is as imprecise as I am, you'd think I'd be less bothered by making the mistakes I do. No! Wrong! This is why I have the nice sound redeems for you guys. Because it just makes me feel a little bit better. It's for me, not for you. Ah, shit. That's right. I need to make the post in the Discord about proposing new sound redeems. Because Squid posted one before, and I haven't done it yet. I should do that after stream, so I do not forget. Also, I probably need to listen to that Gianni clip again. The whole thing. I wonder what he's up to. Probably doing more voiceover for indie games. I swear, we don't deserve him sometimes. Wait a second. Did this... Do I not have another signal on this one? I do, it just didn't copy over for some reason. Or I deleted it. Okay. So, chain in... Hang on, wait, no, it's chain rail, right? No, chain rail, rail, and then the block. I did it once and I tested it. I'm going to assume it works. Chain rail, rail. And this makes it so... Even though this is all one contiguous block... No, I guess I don't have to worry about two trains being in this main block at once. Because I'm only going to have two trains. Also, let me tell you, every time I play this damn game and I mess with trains, I'm reminded of the Factorio Friday Facts post that discussed the improvements to rails over multiple updates of this game, including for Space Age when they changed the track layouts and did some useful stuff with signals. You might not think a lot about it, but the algorithm they use for coloring the track blocks is a surprisingly difficult computer science problem. There's some well-known theory about it. It's graph coloring. But the way they handle it in Factorio is just it just blows my mind. Like, it's to other programmers who know what it's about, they're like, okay, it's a practical application of did I build this? I built the rail backwards. I assumed that this was the right... I did it backwards. Fuck. Oops. Okay, well, now I gotta redo this, but I think I can just put the output up here. Okay, hang on. So we're going in... I need to get... I need to get power up there so I can actually see the radar. Anyway, it's really cool. It's impressive to me. I couldn't even begin to describe the actual intricacies of it. I barely understand it as a concept, other than, hey, you've got a graph and you need to make sure every single connection to it has a unique color. And that is a deceptively difficult problem. That's really about as far as my understanding of it goes. But if you are ever bored and want to appreciate the game a little bit more, you should totally look into it. Honestly, a lot of the things in this game take actual practical application of different like coding concepts. And I just think they're cool as shit. But a lot of people are not going to care. But I care. It's like how, you know, a lot of people complained in school, you know, like, oh, when am I ever gonna use this stuff in real life? And it's like, I made a tower defense game when I was like 19. I was doing a 3D tower defense game. And let me tell you, I had a practical application for all those math classes. Granted, it was put it bluntly, a purely mathematical situation, but I had a use for it. And so I appreciate looking for more moments like that in my life, even if it's just video games. Okay, I think... Actually, I'll leave the pole here, and then we'll get rid of these ghosts. And I can do the loading here. We'll call this iron pickup 1. We'll make this more interesting. Well, or rather, we'll do the make the naming scheme more interesting when I actually get to the proper rail system. Ah, no, don't go in there. Oh, I should probably put some defenses around this too, shouldn't I? I have walls on me, don't I? Yeah. Excuse me. Alright, I'm gonna put an extra radar on this end. Alright, where's my train? Let's set up your schedule. We're gonna set this to temp, starter, base, iron. I'm gonna say go to iron pickup 1 until cargo full, or inactivity. We have 5 seconds of inactivity. Or time passed. We'll say a minute. I don't think it's going to take a minute to load the whole train. Yeah, that'll do. Now we'll say drop off. And we'll say empty cargo. So that should come up here and visit. Let's drop off all that extra iron. And while it waits, we're going to throw another train down and test our really tiny stacker. We can set this to the same group, and it will fill in all of the station info automatically. Okay, so it does look like it's going to take more than a minute to fill with these inserters. So we'll set this to maybe 90. Yeah, it's getting there. And with the balancer we've got here, we should expect to see this patch still drain, but we'll have better throughput with what we've got here. So now you should pick one of these to roll into and stop. Nice. So now we should always have... Whoops. We should always have a train on one end. Somewhere. We have one loading. We have one emptying. Now I think... because this is backed up... after a few trips, we'll end up having both of them with full cargo sitting here and waiting for production to kick up. And that's fine. I want that. That is handy. Let's go ahead and get modules too while we're at it. Not that I'm going to make much use of them right now. Efficiency modules, maybe. Efficiency modules are great. Just because you can cut your early game power consumption really easily with that. You cut your power consumption and you cut your pollution, actually. Those are directly correlated. So you can fill all of your oil processing equipment with efficiency modules, and it will pollute a whole hell of a lot less. If you're going to go for the... what's the achievement called? Keeping your hands clean, where you don't destroy any bases until you do it with artillery, which works in Space Age or in the base game. Efficiency modules are going to be your friend, especially if you have long-distance oil outposts. Putting... how many slots do these have? 2? Yeah, putting 2 efficiency modules in a pump jack cuts its pollution by 60%. You put that in your whole patch, and you can have those running around the clock. And even if they're in desert tiles, they're not going to spread pollution terribly far. It'll be really thin. I'm sitting here jabbering. I need to grab ammunition. Probably another load of walls, too. And I need to... Brain. Put defenses on that patch. Shouldn't be a big deal. I could just go clear enemies away from it and not bother with this. But I'm going to put defenses on it. Alright, so that's one. I want to get the one to the east made. Still no blue science, but we will have resources for this. That'll be nice. Do I have circuits to make gates? I do not. I should probably automate gates. Do we have the space to do it in here, in this mess? Not really. Steel plate, circuits, walls. I could probably do it here, actually. If I put undergrounds here, I could put it here. I could do walls and then, or gates and then walls. Oh, I have two. I have two radars in here. Oh, let's not stand directly on the track. That's probably a good plan. Yeah, look at that. One just finished dropping off, and the other one takes off. Oh, you'll love to see it. I swear, it's been so long since I've done this. I feel really easily impressed by it, even though I have 1,700 hours in this. It's just nice to see it come together. Also, this wall is too short. What am I doing? I need space for the turrets. $1,700 hours, my ass. I didn't say they were good 1,700 hours, but I do have them. Actually, I can put this there. Because I can fit the turrets in behind the miners. Gotta be careful that my train does not run over my toes. I've had that happen more than once where I'm standing too close to the track doing something and it just casually slides over me and kills me. None of that. Also, I should probably do like a quarter stack. Probably don't need all of these turrets, but if there is a roaming party that happens to slip through, I would rather be safe than sorry. Nice. Okay, so yeah, this one's the stacker. It's not as nicely lined up now. Well, we're about halfway stocked, so iron throughput should not be a huge problem. Even when this patch runs out, this one we should be able to rely on pretty well. Not my greatest accomplishment, but it works. Now, I do want to get that iron to the east of the bus where I want to do chemical science done, but I also need a break to stop talking. I love streaming, and I hate this damn illness, but I do need to take care of myself. So I am going to wrap up stream here in just a second. Let's do this. Now, I am very much aware of the habits of people who are like, oh, I'll just do a little mining off stream. Don't mind me. I'm literally just going to do a patch of miners and probably set up smelting stacks like this. I might do 48. No. There's steel furnaces, so I only need 24. I can do 2 belts of iron off of this, probably. I want to do... Can I do 2 symbols? That's... yeah, the text one's really tiny. I want to do iron so that we don't have to depend on the bus. I'm going to do that later tonight. Though I do have some actual paid work stuff I need to do tonight. Let's see. Blue science and iron. We have the oil research and production. We've got those buildings. I need to make pumps. Which means I need pipes from somewhere. So, pipes. No. Pumps. Then we have blue science. What I would like to do, and I'm going to need way more production to do it, is I need to start working on solars and accumulators. Because if I try to jump straight into bots and I don't, and it starts to outpace my Steam system, it's really easy to get into a death spiral at that point. So let's put oil processing here. And we'll also indicate cracking too. Just to be clear. We'll get that done. Blue science will come further down the line. Do I want to split this into steel? No, I don't. I want this patch for steel. That's what I wanted. I wanted to split steel off of the bus as well over here and bring it to the right. Do we have any more copper nearby? It's just this patch, I think. We can landfill the edges of it to get it covered. And then we'll need to clear that out. Yeah, I'll probably set up the smelters for this steel and this iron, but I'm just not going to turn them on. I'm not going to hook them up into anything. I will save the oil processing for next time, though, because I really enjoy doing oil processing stuff. And if you've not done it yourself before, or you don't like doing it, I am happy to show that off. I love pipe weaving. It's so much fun. We've got some more bases on the fringes to take care of, too. Fortunately, with enough vision along the edge of our cloud, we're okay. Nothing's expanded back in. I kind of want to mark a couple locations here, actually. I said I was going to wrap up, but I'm still thinking of what needs to be done in the future. I want to wall off some sections for the sake of security.
And now, Secret Horse.
The north is going to be tough. Like, we can wall this section, but the rest is... There's a lot of cliffs we can use to our advantage here, but we're going to have to do some base clearing. Maybe I do blue science, and then I go straight into tank. Because if I have blue science, I think you got to get military 3, and then I think you can go straight into tank. And at that point, it's just plastic and explosives and engine units. If I have circuits on hand, which I'll probably put a bus section for, I think that's pretty manageable. Yeah. I could probably make a tank without too much trouble. You know what would be really nice? I would like to be able to draw lines on the map and have them stay. That would be cool. That would be a neat mod. Being able to draw lines for like battle plans and have them save between sessions. That would be cool. Anyway, I can feel my voice starting to go out. I will head off. I hope you all have a lovely night. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you next time. And hopefully I will be able to restrain myself and not just build my entire fucking base while we're gone. Good night.